Good to see you here. What is it? Today is May 23rd, and I'm so glad you're here. I am Sarah McLean, and I'm leading these Alone Together meditations on the weekends. And I was just saying that a lot of us have different favorite types of meditation. If some people, I've done this before where I've gone around the room, and I'm not going to do it now, but I invite you to put it in the chat if you like, to identify, for those of you who've been coming on a regular basis, what kind of meditation is your favorite? It's not all one size fits all. I used to, I started with body scan. I went to chakra practice, which I didn't even know what a chakra was when I did that. And then I went into the TM world and then to the Zen Buddhist monastery. And what I found is every meditation has three common ingredients, generally speaking. The first is your intention, why you are here today, what you hope meditation will give you, whether it's better health, more mental clarity, a good feeling in your body, whether it opens your heart, whether you feel more connected, or whether it just helps to settle your nervous system through the times of panic. And of course, there is that spiritual intention that many of us have now. Not everybody comes to meditation with that, but ultimately ends with that, I think. And so the three ingredients are your intention, or your sankalpa, your gentle attention, which hopefully you're listening to me with now, kind of unconditioned, non-judgmental, bare, expanded. You don't need Jedi powers. The third ingredient is the focus. And every meditation has a different focus. Sometimes with Susie, you do inquiry, which is a word-based kind of internal dialogue meditation. Sometimes you do mantra, which again is a sound-based meditation. Sometimes you do breath, a sensation-based meditation. Sometimes you do a visualization meditation, a sight-based meditation. So if we went around this room, this Zoom room, and the 40-something people here, you could identify what is your favorite meditation, and recognizing that they all have those three qualities: your willingness to do it, your gentle attention, and a focus for your meditation, which can be 1, 2, or 3 different senses. So what I know is not one size fits all. So today I'm going to guide us into a practice that is a combination of practices. It's going to be emotional based, so feeling based. It's also going to be physically based, so sensation of the physical body. And of course, we always go to breath. And so it'll be sound and sensation, what we're going to do today. And how are you doing? So don't answer that question with fine. Take a moment and ask yourself, how am I doing today? How am I doing today? Whatever answer you have, it's the right answer. You know, when you get on a spiritual path, it's not all rainbows and, puppy dogs. Although there are lots of puppies involved, but basically when you get in the meditation path, we do start to shine the lights on parts of our lives that we want to make changes to. We want to make refinements to. And sometimes it can create a little roughness, a little grief. So the whole path is designed as an awakening for you, but it's also essential to be really kind to yourself as you go through this journey. So really make that a commitment to be really nice to you, to that which is looking through your eyes, to your body, to your life, to the people around you. So we're going to start by getting comfortable where you are, getting cozy where you are, whatever that feels like or looks like. Ideally, you're sitting supported. You can put your feet on the floor if you like. Hands in your lap, face up, or palms down. And you might close your eyes or gaze toward the floor. And then give yourself some deeper breaths. Breathing in fully and slowly, and breathing out fully and slowly. These longer, slower, deeper breaths are what send a signal to your body that no matter what's gone on up until this point, you can settle the nervous system right here, right now. So long, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. until you feel like you're right here. And then letting your breath return to its natural rhythm and depth. So let's start by asking that question once again. How am I? Ask yourself that question. How am I doing? How am I feeling? How am I being today and in this moment? Becoming self-aware with sweetness and kindness toward yourself. No regrets. Remembering that you can always begin again. Throughout this practice, we're going to maintain kindness towards ourselves and a beginner's mind, a mind free from judgments, preconceived notions, and expectations. So with that beginner's mind, turn your attention now to your body. There's a phrase in loving kindness, or phrases in loving kindness meditations, which include, may you be happy, may you be free from suffering, may you know that you are loved. And so we're going to scan the body right now with those three offerings, those three blessings. May you be happy, may you be free from suffering, and may you know that you are loved. Imagining that your gentle attention is like a beam of loving kindness. And we'll start by noticing the sensations and bringing the attention to the face and head. Offering those blessings. May you be happy. Happy eyes, happy forehead, happy ears. May you be free from suffering. And may you know that you are loved. Noticing areas of your face and head that you might normally ignore. And letting your gentle attention be the blessing. We'll do that now with the tongue and the windpipe, and the throat and the neck. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. And letting your attention now rest on your shoulders, your back, your spine. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. Bringing your attention to the front of your body, to your chest and your lungs, your heart and your diaphragm. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. Bring your attention to your internal organs, your belly, your intestines, your spleen, your pancreas. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. And bringing your attention now to your hips and your pelvis, your groin, your rear. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. And bringing your attention now to your left leg, from your hip down to the bottom of your foot and your toes. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. And your right leg, from hip to toes. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. Expanding your awareness now to include your entire body. And wherever sensation calls your attention, bring it there with that loving kindness. And bringing your attention now to the gentle rise and fall of your chest. right behind the breastbone into your heart center. Offering the same loving kindness toward yourself. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. And may I know that I am loved. And letting your awareness expand to the space around you, the environment right around you, the people, the plants, the pets, the items, offering the same blessing. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And may you know that you are loved. And then offering the same blessing to anyone you came into contact with today or yesterday, or will be coming into contact with later, or those of us on this call with you. I'm going to remain silent for the next 5 minutes. You can return to your breath or continue the loving kindness practice. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And may you know that you are loved. I invite you to keep your eyes closed. As we come out of meditation, I'll sound the chime. It's important to take a few moments for integration. Resting in awareness. I invite you to ask yourself the question, how am I feeling? How am I being? How am I doing? I invite you to deepen your breath if you like. Become aware of the space around you by stretching into it, keeping your eyes closed as long as you would like. When you are ready to open your eyes, take your time, maybe noticing the light coming through your eyelids to begin with, then gazing softly to the floor. And then when you're ready to engage with the rest of us, open your eyes all the way at your own pace. There's no rush. I invite you to bring your hands together in the prayer mudra, Anjali mudra, and take a moment to honor yourself for taking this time, for being that peace that we all need in the world, by connecting with that loving awareness that lives through you as you, and sharing it with the rest of us. So namaste. Thanks for joining me today. It was yummy. I was getting ready for this call and saying, we all need a little loving kindness to the body. Our best friend, our ride. It's a nice way to sneak it in there and then continue it for the rest of your day. So how are you doing? I know you're probably muted. I'm going to unmute you, or I'm not going to unmute you. I'm going to let you unmute yourself if you'd like. Would anyone like to say hello or share or check in? How are you feeling? How are you doing? What's the difference between the two?
Well, that was so much needed. I've been just going through so much stuff with family, and so that's where I put it with me and each and every one of them. And wow.
Yeah. And you know, this practice changes relationships, whether you're feeling particularly loving or kind or any of the above, or generous. It does change relationships. It can really alter them, even if they don't know. You don't have to go out and tell anybody. I wouldn't. Just notice that there's a slight difference. And what does that have to do with them? Maybe it has to do with me. They're going to continue to do what they do. Dogs bark, cats meow, families are the way they are. And to wish that things were different is how we suffer. So we just have to change our perspective.
Well, I'm definitely going to keep doing that, even if it's just for a minute or something throughout the days and
Yeah.
days, just like a balm on myself. I mean, a balm like this kind of a balm, not balm.
BALM, yes.
And hopefully it connects with them too in some way. I'd love to have them have peace instead of being so worrying.
I
So,
know. Well, you know, we have such an advantage over this during this time, more than most people, It's we have more resilience just by meditating once a day. If that's all you're doing, you have more resilience. You have a center point of peace that you're cultivating a connection to. There's this spaciousness between stimulus and response. And, you know, to have compassion for people who haven't found meditation, haven't found that peace inside, it's really, we have to have I have to have compassion for them. You can do what you want, but I feel like, gosh, we're so lucky. We are so fortunate. I see people struggling all the time with arguing against what is happening. I mean, there's no point in it. It causes suffering. So yes, this practice can be used anytime, standing in those lines with your mask on. That's what we have to do here. We're not allowed anywhere without a mask, and standing in those lines and just going through each one. You know, as Eckhart Tolle says, give up waiting and just go through each person. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you know that you are loved. You can do it with everything, everyone, whether you know them or not, whether they're deserving of your love or not. Because it doesn't matter, because they are deserving of love, whether it's yours or someone else's or God's.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, take 5 minutes, 2 minutes and do it. Thanks, Michelle. Would anyone else care to share how you're doing, what the difference was between how you were when we started and how you're doing now?
Sarah.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I found that really powerful and quite easy to go along with, because there's things happened in my extended family this year, and people being drawn into things that should have been kept out. So I've been quite angry and resentful,
Yeah.
and cut myself off, which is what I do. But I brought them into that meditation, and I found it so easy to send them that, and it frees me then from, you know, the feelings that I've had recently about what's happened. Does that make sense?
It does. It totally does. I mean, we all have, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but you and I know there can be some difficult relationships even in our close-knit family. And I think as we start, like rocks in a tumbler, we start to wear each other down a little bit in a good way and sometimes not so good. And to be able to give ourselves the medicine of offering compassion can certainly smooth things out, right? And they don't have to know you're doing it. It will change you and that space between. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Sue.
Oh, it is really powerful. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
I'm going to carry on reading your book that I bought from you last year at the monastery.
Oh, right.
I remember. So I've started reading it because I've been busy all year. But then when I picked it off my bookshelf and I opened it, can you read? You signed it for me.
Oh, I can't see it. Let me see. I can't really see it. What does it say?
It says, it was the 12th of May, 19. So let's not forget today. May you continue to heal the world, Sarah.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I picked it up and I am reading it.
Oh, great. Well, that's a different cover than the one in the US. The US has a completely different cover. UK and the US always has two different covers. It's funny, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
good. That's called The Power of Attention. Yes.
Yeah.
Sarah, it's Peg in Bellingham.
Hey, Peg.
And the most powerful part of this meditation was directing that mantra, or whatever you want to call it, that loving kindness towards places in my body that always hurt, have chronic problems. And I just felt like there was some cellular healing happening as I directed that loving attention towards those areas of my body. So thank you so much.
You are welcome. I know, I think we tend to wish everything would be different, and just like relationships and family members, we wish our body was different sometimes, and just recognizing that it's doing its very best. This is how it is. This is how it is. And your attention is love. That's what that book is. She held up The Power of Attention. Your attention is love, depending on what you've also got accompanying your attention. But if you can just alleviate and eliminate everything that's not a condition, love heals. So it also just soothing. It's soothing to the body. You know, it's great that you gave yourself a little break like that. Yeah.